One of the things about Nay is that she's going to play her butt off, man. She's going to compete. Nobody's going to go walking in for a layup. And so I don't oppose the hard foul. But I also don't think that she intentionally went for the net.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's what you call trash. Because how do you not take up for your player? Listen, Stephanie White has to go. I've been telling y'all this. She not even a good coach like that to even be like this, bro. She literally just took up for Dejanay, bro. And this ain't the first time. She took up for Alyssa Thomas, too. Y'all do realize Dejanay was on that Connecticut team that Stephanie White was coaching. Y'all do realize Stephanie White is probably where these players got this from. At this point, I'm starting to feel like they got dirt on Stephanie White. Everybody in the world know that was intentional.
I think it's crazy for an opposing team's coach to back a dirty play from an opposing player. That would never happen in football. If somebody in football does a dirty play to a player on my team and I am the coach, I'm going to speak up for my player. Because it's like when you're a team, you're sort of a family. So you have to back your teammates. The way she responded to that, you would have thought she was Dejanay's coach. But she's not. She is Sophie Cunningham's coach. And that shows how woke she is right there. Because she didn't even back her own player. Imagine how Sophie Cunningham feels in that moment. Whenever you get a dirty play done on you and your own coach doesn't even admit that that was a dirty play. She's like, oh yeah, it's just a hard foul. But it was more than a hard foul. And she has a reputation of doing things like this, just like how Draymond Green does. Like when Draymond Green does that to a player, that the player that he did that to, their coach is going to say, that was a dirty play. You should not do that. They're not going to say, oh, it was just a hard foul. You see, that's the difference.
Bro, no, that was intentional. Is Stephanie White stupid? Like, we gotta ask serious questions. Did you see when Stephanie said that? Did you see how Caitlin Clark and KK kind of just reacted?
I take personally any suggestions that I don't 100% always have my players back. It's a shame that we can't have an opportunity to talk about what great basketball they're playing. When they go low, we go high. Love will win. Grace will win. Humility will win. And kindness will win. I stand by them. I will always stand by them. Everybody else can go to hell. Coach loves us. She didn't see the clip. You know what, Dejanay, she is a hell of a player. She's a great defender. And so she coached her for I don't know how many years up in Connecticut. So give her flowers, and she didn't see it, and that's okay. Me and Steph are great. Steph is great with all of them.
She did see it. Sophie is being the bigger person here. She did see it. There is a picture. I saw a picture of her standing right there in front of where she fouled it. How did the coach not see what happened in the game? Is the coach not watching the game? She's just backing her up because she's a good player and she's being the bigger person. I don't like this coach.
Us, and so it's really the outside noise that's trying to distract us, but we're good.
I hated that our fans booed her before the game. That made me a little sick, to be honest. And you can disagree and this and that, and I get it. It's professional sports. People are going to boo, but like at the end of the day, that's our head coach, and we're going to ride for her, and we're always going to have our back, and that's never going to tear our locker room apart. So I just love her, and I feel for her because I know it can be a lot at times, and she does a great job a lot of times blocking it out, but there's other moments where it can get under your skin, and that's just being human, and that's just life. That's never going to tear our locker room apart. So
I'm happy that the fans booed her. The fans should have booed her. You didn't back your own players. You know how lonely of a feeling that is as a player whenever someone does a dirty play on you that is clearly a dirty play from a player who is known for doing dirty plays, and your own coach basically condones it? That is a very lonely feeling. It's like, who is even on your side? And the players don't want to split the locker room or talk bad about their coach or anything. So they're going to sit there and give a good political answer, which they did. But on the inside, I'm telling you, they're like, wow, I would be feeling some type of way if I was them. And I remember I played professional sports, college sports. Like, for example, right, in football, I played corner. Corners are some of the smallest players on the football field. And I remember our coach told us, if there is a fight that happens with the corner, all the corners will fight. Hell, I'll fight with y'all because we are not alone and I'm backing y'all. And I felt very comfortable. That made me feel good because it's like, okay, my teammates have my back. My coach has my back. But imagine if the coach was like, oh, no, that's on you. You know, football is football. If you get beat up by a 300-pound lineman, that's on you. That'd be a terrible, lonely feeling. That's what I got from this.
You know what my philosophy is? Bring the rain. Bring the rain. When there's an issue to be tackled, tackle it. Don't run. Don't just get up there and pound your chest and allude to what's being done. Say it. Say it. When stuff was going on with Colin Kaepernick, and you had black folks out here believing that race was playing a role in his being ostracized, I was on Good Morning America. I was on Fox News. I was on CNN. And I wasn't the only one. We didn't run. Plethora of issues throughout history. Plight of the black quarterback. Paltry numbers in the coaching ranks. Rooney Rule. We didn't run. Fair and equal treatment for players with collective bargaining negotiations. We didn't run. And none of us were as brilliant as these ladies. What you running for? You want to get somebody off your back. You feel that people are trying to create narratives. You think they're engaging in bullying tactics and all of this other stuff. Well, how do you handle bullies? Do you cower? Do you wilt beneath the pressure? Do you sit up here and say, it will not stand. They will not win.
This is facts, guys. And how long has Stephen A. been involved in sports? Forever. That is a great take right there. The reason why I respect Stephen A. Smith is because I sense genuineness from him. I don't think that he says things to push narratives. I don't think that he grifts. I think that he assesses situations and looks at his core values and his life experiences and makes an honest opinion based on those. Do me and Stephen A. agree on everything? No, not at all. But I respect him a lot because I think that he is genuine with his takes. And like, for example, great example of kind of the things he was talking about right there was the Carmelo Anthony situation, right? Stephen A. Smith said what Carmelo Anthony did was dead wrong. Was that popular to say among black people? No, it was not. Did he get backlash for it? Of course he did, just like we did. But he kept it real. And there's a lot of things that I probably disagree with him on, again, but he believes, I believe that he truly believes these things. I do. So do we have to agree on everything? No. But I want you to have a genuine take on something and say what you really think. And that's why I respect him. And that coach did not back her player at all. And that was weak. And that's pretty much what he's saying. She got bullied into running from the situation and not saying that what Dejanay did was wrong. Why did she do that? Because she's scared of the backlash she's going to get for criticizing Dejanay. Because people who are criticizing her are getting backlash. The people who are on the left.
And say, it will not stand. They will not win. Or do you raise the hell up and say, bring the rain? We sick of y'all. We know who we are as a league. We know what we bring to the table. We know what we got going on. I applaud Andrea Carter for what she says. I applaud Chanel Gumike's intent. I appreciate Sophie Cunningham and Caitlin Clark speaking up for their coach. But I respectfully submit to you that both of them, along with Coach Stephanie White, are not embracing the real issue with the true fervor that it deserves. What started with Caitlin Clark and how that was viewed as somebody who's a fantastic player and a fantastic addition to the WNBA being resisted as it pertains to her presence in the league because of whatever feelings some had, not most, not all, but just some, has morphed into something entirely more significant. It's folks in the political stratosphere trying to use the WNBA to illuminate a divide that exists politically and ideologically in this country, hoping it will assist in affecting elections in the midterm and beyond. And the only way to offset it is to push back with your momentum, just like they're pushing at you with theirs. Are you ready to fight or not? Or are you going to sit up there and say, I just want to talk about basketball? Who doesn't? Of course you should. And of course you do. But there are things that are altruistic and this utopia, and then there's reality and pragmatism. It ain't about what you want. It's about what is. You're going to stand up and raise up and defend yourself with the fervor that it deserves. Calling stuff out for what it is unapologetically and clearly and emphatically. Or you're going to dance around the issue. That's what you got to ask yourself. Because I got news for you. The folks that are coming at the WNBA, they have no intention of stopping.
Basically, what I feel like Stephen A was saying there was the coach of that team was bullied into that answer that she gave, that we saw in the beginning. She was bullied into that answer because she's scared of the backlash she'll get for going against the woke left narrative with the WNBA. But, I mean, she's a woman, so you can't really expect her to fight too much, but I don't want to offend women. But I'm just keeping it real. She didn't want to go. She won't fight. You know, your player got a hard foul done, dirty foul done to her, and you didn't back her up. That is wrong. That is my take, straight up, because she's scared of the backlash. That is what I believe. And that's wrong. I feel like that's wrong, and that's weak. And her players, they did their best. I'm not going to get mad at either of those players for saying what they said about their coach, because that's their coach. You know, they're going to back their coach, unlike she backed them. So, y'all like, comment, and subscribe, man. I'm gone.